What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Red Devil Circle. Um, just here to break a big news surrounding Manchester United now. Here on a Tuesday night, Fabrizio had posted some hours ago. I'm pretty sure you all have seen you all have seen bits about the news by now, but I'll read it to you guys. It says Harry Maguire's move to West Ham currently off. It's not happening. Harry respects West Ham and David Moyes, but to be clear, there was never an agreement in place between Harry and West Ham. For example, at no point has Harry spoken to Moyes. Sources close to the player says. Obviously, David Moyes there is the manager of West Ham, in case you didn't know. Harry remains settled at United, loves the club, and believes he will get plenty of opportunities to play this season at Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag. Delusional. That's all I gotta say about that last sentence. Delusional. He's clearly out of favor in Manchester United. He's out of favor with he's out of favor with Eric Ten Hag. He's not part of the project. His fifth choice centre back. It's maddening what he's come out with, and the fact that he thinks he's gonna be able to fight for his place, that's just delusional. And I think he just has a massive ego, and he's just trying to fuck this club over. I can't think of any reason you want to stay. He wants to. That's the kind of play we have in our disposal, guys. That's the kind of play we have at our hands. He would rather stay and earn some money over the rest of the years that his contract is set to be going on than actually go out there and find a club where he could play at and actually save his England career. He's just it's crazy, man. We can't sell players. Like, there's so many things going on in the club. 1 second here while I get my notes up. But yeah, it's sickening what's going on at this club, and the fact that we have a board, we have ownership that is not able to force players like this out. We're not able to pay them off. We have owners that don't give a shit about the club, running the club like a business. If we had better ownership, you wouldn't see Harry Maguire still at the club. There's a long list of players that shouldn't be there right now anyway, and we have a good project at our hands. We have a good manager that's supposed to take us, that's supposed to help us get further, and help us compete, being the big club we are. But that's not happening, guys. We're getting fucked over. This transfer window is like a 2 out of 10. Um, I'm just sick of what's happening in this football club. We never seem to take any big stance on players. We never take any big stance on anything. It's I'm just furious. Like, I was so furious before I got on this I got on this I started doing this video, and I just had to simmer down a bit. But at this rate, you know what? We need to bring Ed Woodward back. I mean, what difference does it make, right? There's literally no change in this football club. It's like they're feeding us shit, right? And we're taking it as fans. That's the big takeaway. We are not doing enough to get these guys out of the club. You fans are not doing enough to force these guys out of the club. Because guess what? When the Ronaldo interview came out, that would have been the chain reaction. That would have been the domino effect for us to force these guys out of our football club, because they're destroying this football club. They're destroying this football club. Obviously, that interview from Ronaldo made them put the club up for sale, but we needed our protest to be harder. We needed our voice to be louder We needed to put it out there that we really don't want these guys. But what do? They gave us a sip of water with their thumb or their thumb or their pinky or whatever. They gave us a little drop of water while we're thirsty for a change. They gave us a drop of water by giving us a new signing and mediocre signings for that fact. And you fans just ignore the main problem in this club. We ignore it, and that's forcing the Glazers out. Obviously, we brought in a new manager. Obviously, he's not a Manchester United supporter. He doesn't know anything about this club. But we know the club in and out. And Eric Ten Hag, as blind as he is coming into the job, he doesn't know what's before him. He doesn't know. He has never worked with this board, and he came in thinking he could do everything. That's where he really messed up. His head was not right coming into this. There's a reason why other previous managers have failed. It's because they're not getting what they need to compete. They're not the board, the ownership. They're not taking enough action to put this club up there as one of the best, and that's why we've been getting fucked over for years now. And Ten Hag missed the point. He obviously refused to listen to the guy before him who said we needed an open heart surgery. And that was right. But what was wrong about that comment is not open heart surgery on the players. It's open heart surgery on the players, on the system, on the ownership, on everything. The club is rotten from top to bottom, right? And we need change. We need change ASAP. Because if there's no change, like I said in the beginning of the video, we might as well get Phil Jones back, get Ed Woodward back, because this is absolute shit. We're turning him into a AC Milan 2.0. This is horrible, guys. I was fuming before I got on here. Actually, I made the first video and I just fucked up the audio. That would have been a really good one because I was just going off, but obviously that wasn't meant to be. But whatever. The point is, you fans are not doing enough, and we need to do better. We need to protest harder, make our voice louder. Which I think the perfect time for us to have done that was when Ronaldo came out with that interview, and we should have spoiled that chain reaction. We should have made the boiling water a lot hotter, and we should have kicked them out of the club, but we didn't do that, and now we have to dance to the music. But it's not too late. We need to force these guys out of the club because they're ruining this football club. And I want to say this, like, football is a club. Football is a game that a lot of people watch, a lot of people in depression watch, and it helps them out of depression. It's not just a game, it's more than a game. And Manchester United is one of the top clubs in Europe, one of the best clubs in England, in terms of history and reputation. And that's just going, we're just on a downtrend. It's going downhill. They're ruining our reputation. The Glazers are ruining our reputation. Like, think of the fans who are so passionate about this club, who watch this club through thick and thin, through bad times and good times. Even when they're depressed, they watch Manchester United because that helps them feel better. But we have owners that don't give a shit about the club, and we're just gonna sit quiet and take every sip of water they give to us whenever the fuck they want. When we really need a whole cup of water, we're thirsty for a change. We need something new in this club because the ownership has ruined us. They brought us in debt that they've never paid back. It's just downhill, and that's all it's gonna be. There's not gonna be any change until we really put our foot down as fans and say we need these guys to pack their bags and leave. Um, that's what I wanted to touch on. Just the latest news around Manchester United that Fabrizio came out with. Obviously, other top journalists have reported that as well. Let me see if there's anything new that I could get to you guys while I'm doing this video. But yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything new being reported right now. So that's it, guys. Maguire is set to stay, and that's the big news. He's gonna be staying, and in what capacity, I don't know. Obviously, he's not gonna be playing any football. That's what it looks like. Maybe we have a Sunday League team somewhere, a Manchester United Sunday League team that he's gonna be playing for. Might as well do that. Get him in there. Maybe you get some goals and actually perform well in the Sunday League team. But yeah, this is just saddening. Everything around the club is so saddening. Like a club with so much history, it's being ruined. It's being run like shit. And just I don't always want to talk about it, but back to the Mason Greenwood issue. A club with such a massive history shouldn't entertain a player that has so much noise around him, even if he was proven not guilty or whatever. The case never went to court, right? And there's evidence out there. Obviously, there's too much noise around this player, and we shouldn't entertain whatever fucking kind of talent he has, generational talent or whatever. He should be booted out of the club because we can't have a Manchester United player. We can't have a player play for Manchester United with so much history, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, and you entertain such a player with so much noise around him. He should be playing for, I don't know, even West Ham wouldn't take him. Luton or whatever. He should be playing for some other club that doesn't have a history like ours, because we can't afford to have a player like that. Like there's so many fans that'll be hurt by this, by having a player that obviously there's evidence out there that he might have done something terribly wrong, and you're just gonna let him play because the case never went to court. Like, it's a serious issue, guys. He should have been booted out of the club, and it looks like we're gonna keep Mason Greenwood, which is a absolute shit show. And we need to get these fuckers out of our club because they're ruining the reputation of this football club, guys. I've never heard any United fan come out and say it like it should be. Like, this is how it's meant to be said. They're ruining us. Mason Greenwood shouldn't be back in any capacity because obviously the club has a massive fan base, massive history, and that's gonna ruin it. It doesn't matter if he did or not. It's just the noise around him. You can't entertain a player like that. You can't put him back into the squad, which I'm hearing is likely to be done already. So they're gonna probably put out a PR spin just to make us forget about the fact that that guy might have done something terrible. It's absolute shambles, guys, and we need to act fast because they're on a downtrend and they're ruining us. And it looks like they're gonna stay. The Glazers are gonna stay. Harry Maguire is gonna stay. Get Phil Jones back in. Get Ed Woodward back in because we're a fucking joke. And to be excited about this season, I can't see it. I'm not. It's ruined any little excitement I might have had. The situation around the club every day is always some crazy shit. Um, there's no change, obviously. The club is still being run badly, which obviously Ten Hag overlooked, thinking he's some fucking maestro. I'm not here to attack Ten Hag, but we as fans, you as fans, should have done better because we knew better. Ten Hag doesn't know. He's not a Manchester United supporter. He couldn't have known that he won't be able to get a lot of players out of the way that he should be getting. Maybe I might have been overreacting today, but I'm reacting on the news that we're getting right now. Harry Maguire is gonna stay. It's just shit. The club is being run badly, and we need to get new managers in. And the louder we start speaking out, the more if I was able to go out there and protest, if I had the financial ability to go out there and protest, I would have done it. But the point is, the fans who are able to do that should do that in a bigger capacity. We should be louder. If we need to empty the stadiums, I don't care how hard that is. I don't care if it's almost impossible. We need to try our best. Us Manchester United fans, we should try to do that, because at the end of the day, if we don't fix the problem now, it's gonna linger for the next coming years, and we're all gonna suffer for it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, drop a like, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, share it to your friends and whatnot. Thank you for watching. I know I was going to drop a season prediction today, but I'll be releasing that tomorrow, just because there's bigger news surrounding the club. Obviously, like I said before, bigger fish to fry. Just like we had ignored that in previous times, we need to focus on the bigger fish here, which is getting the Glazers out, right? Not the whole spin and media spin that they keep putting out there to keep us focused on, like they did with the Ronaldo interview. We're talking about freaking um, Ten Hag putting his foot down, and getting players out of the club when we haven't sorted out the real problem. We got bigger fish to fry, and we better start frying it right now. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the